When I think about our community, I really think about everybody who lives here. Some people are in a different frame of mind, a different state of mind, have a healthy, safe environment. But when we really think about the future of our community, we want to make a difference with everybody. And if they're living in an unhealthy situation, or they have no recourse or nowhere to go, we want to be able to have that creative avenue, that path to be able to do that in the future. We want to be able to change the environment of the neighborhood. Every time you do something in a neighborhood, it sparks interest in other people around in that neighborhood. So it really does make a difference. Whether it's just one house, one person, it will have a ripple effect, and we will change the community.
Plan for this construction is going to be a blitz build, and that's something that Habitat has done in the past, and it's really exciting. And if I tell you about it, you're not going to believe it, but it's entirely possible, and even when we're done, everybody's amazed that we accomplished it. So you start with the foundation, and then 5 days later you've constructed a whole house.
The church doesn't have pews. It doesn't have stained glass or a steeple or brick and mortar. The scriptures tell us that the church is not a building, it's a people. It's people brought together by the love of Jesus and then sent out to the ends of the earth with his message of love, grace, and forgiveness. So for one Sunday in 2019, our church is going to leave the building. We'll gather for a time of prayer and devotion, then spread out all across the Brazos County to do service projects, to be with children, to be with the elderly and the poor and all of those people who Jesus loves. In 2019, our church will leave the building.
My husband died on February 6th of this year, and February 7th, my first goal, I was at the schools. I was at Oakwood and I was at Consol because that's where my kids go, and I was meeting with the counselors saying, what can we do for my kids? And obviously, a God thing, but Lisa Edrington, who is a volunteer with Mending Hearts, was my son Lucas's science teacher. So she, that day, sent home information about Mending Hearts, and after setting up our meeting with Tommy, we were there in attendance the next time that the group met. We really quickly got on board with Mending Hearts because I knew my kids needed something.
Like, as soon as something like that happens in your life, as soon as you face that kind of tragedy, it's like your peers are no longer truly your peers, because the biggest issue that you're facing in your life, they can't relate to and they don't know how to handle or how to treat it. Whereas like Mending Hearts gives you a community of people that you can interact with that know what you're going through.
In the blink of an eye, my kids' lives changed, but and my kids changed as I did, and everybody close to us. But I've seen beautiful things come out of this that makes the grieving process a little bit easier.